And Greg Ellis rejoins us now. Kind of a sobering little statistic, I guess, for you.
It really was. I didn't realize that.
It's bad company to keep when you're with
really
Detroit, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
How about you, Greg? You watch I know, obviously, you've been out since the Arizona game with the injury, but do you watch these playoff games? Do you not like to see them because you know you're not in them and can't be a part of them?
I like to see them.
Do you?
I like to see them. I watch playoff football more so than a regular season because it seems like, you know, teams, they're playing at their best. And I think New England, in my opinion, they play the best playoff football for the last 5 or 6 years, in my opinion.
Boy, and it is amazing, that New England game, 4th and 5, and Brady throws the interception.
Yeah.
But even when Tom Brady throws the interception, somehow he gets out of it, and the Patriots look good, he looks good, Bill Belichick looks good.
Exactly right.
All right, big question, of course, will Bill Parcells be back this season? Before I get your answer, I want you to listen to Jerry Jones after the game in Seattle.
I live with unresolved things. I really do. And I don't lose a lot of, you know, the ambiguity of not having things resolved is my life.
I like that. The ambiguity of not having things resolved is my life.
Ambiguity.
Yeah, how about that? That's a pretty big word after crushing defeat there.
Yeah.
But how about yourself? Have you had a chance to talk to Coach Parcells since the season ended?
Not in depth. You know, we see each other. Of course, I'm rehabbing now, so we see each other. He's, you know, hey and bye and small talk. My thoughts of it, my personal opinion about it, I think he should come back. I think Jerry is still welcoming him with open arms. I think Bill, again, I said it last year, I think Bill will be shortchanging himself if he doesn't come back. Will he come back? I don't know. Do I think he'll come back? Yes.
What do you try to read into him when you see him? You're over there rehabbing your Achilles tendon. Do you try to read in, okay, boy, he parted his hair this way today, so I think that means...
I think you have to be careful not to do that, especially with Bill, because he can, one day can come in and be doing one thing a certain way, and then the next day he totally changed that deal up. And you try to get a feel of it, okay, during the season, are we going to be in pads today, or are we going to be in shells today? Well, he's did this thing, wore this color shirt. Those kind of things with Bill usually don't carry a lot of weight, in my opinion.
Okay, and for the viewers at home, pads or shells means contact or no contact.
Exactly.
Okay.
It means an easy day or a hard day.
Mike Zimmer. For the first time in your career, Mike Zimmer will not be on this Cowboys staff.
Yeah.
Did you also get a chance to talk to him after he left and took the Atlanta job?
I did get a chance to talk to Mike, and I really, you know, he said, Greg, I'm going to miss you. And I told him I'm going to miss him, and I told him I really appreciate the 9 great years of him coaching me. And he's going to be a coach I really miss. He's an outstanding coach. Where the breakdown came at, why he's not going to be here anymore, I don't know, but I'm going to miss him.
And when you look at what happened to that defense down the stretch in December, I don't know if you had an opportunity. I mean, he took it personally, as he should. He's the defensive coordinator. That's his job, to get that defense playing. And they did not play well in December. Did play pretty well in Seattle now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you sense that he was kind of getting down on himself at the end of that season?
Well, I think, yeah, because Zim is a coach that he takes his jobs home with him. When things go well, you know, he's always the one, so we're not doing that great, guys. When things go bad, he's that coach to say, hey, man, what can I do better as a coach to get you guys playing better? And that, you can see it on his face, you can see it in his actions. When the defensive side of the ball wasn't doing really well, he did take it personal.
Of course, I must say, it's hard to take your job home with you when you spend about 22 hours of the day at the office.
You're exactly right.
All right. Let me ask you about Terrell Owens. This is obviously a guy that's a lightning rod for controversy. You knew that coming in. This team knew it coming in. Is there some irony for you, though, that the Cowboys passed on Randy Moss in 1998 because of his off-field issues to draft Greg Ellis? And obviously you were forever kind of linked to Randy Moss. I know it's died down a little bit now. But, hey, so you pass up Randy Moss, but then you bring Terrell Owens, who might be an even more divisive guy in the locker room. Was there an irony for you because you were that guy in that draft?
It's one of those things that, of course, comes up with the Randy Moss to Greg Ellis thing. And so you're right. You know, you bring a guy, and T.O. has been a great teammate, in my opinion, and I enjoy playing with him. But, yeah, because we have a T.O. and he and Randy Moss kind of the same controversial player, if you will. So it's like now, Jerry, you have the best of both worlds. You got your Greg Ellis, and you still get your high-quality receiver, just T.O. as opposed to Randy Moss.
And you say that you say that T.O. has been a great leader.
Yeah.
A great teammate.
Yeah, a great teammate.
You didn't want to say a great teammate. Do you mean that? Because a lot of people would find that hard to believe.
I really mean that, and I can tell you this, and I told the guys, I talked to the team before the Detroit game, which we lost.
Maybe you should quit talking to them.
Exactly. That's why I didn't go to Seattle, which we still lost, so I don't know where the breakdown coming on that. But they were playing, forgot the team they were playing, but Julius broke a long run. It was a home game, I believe it was, and T.O. sprinted out of nowhere to go help and get a block. And I told Julius, I said, Julius, you know, he caught up with you, man. And that right there, babe, sends a message to me. When I saw that, I was on my couch looking at it and said, you know, people can say what they want to say. He didn't have to run down there to do that. Now, off the field, T.O.'s going to say what he want to say. Man, I tell people, T.O. just going to be honest with you. He'll say the things that he's thinking. He's just going to come out and say it. Whereas most of us, including myself, we may think it, but we won't say it, especially on TV.
Well, you're going to say it for us in a minute.
I'm going to say it. You got it all from me tonight, people. I'm going to say it.
There we go. We're going to get a short break here for Greg Ellis here. But coming up, another fantastic finish for the Dallas Mavericks. Could Dallas rally up by one with only 0.9 seconds left? That's what they'd go on to win it by, 97-96, as they come from 16 down. Dallas now 17-1 over their last 18 games. And the Mavs are back in action on Tuesday when they host the Rockets. Then Dallas hosts Kobe Bryant and the Lakers on Thursday. And you can see both those games on our sister station, TXA 21, with coverage beginning 30 minutes before tip for each game. The Score returns with Greg Ellis in 90 seconds. The only thing I didn't like about today, Steve, and it really kind of dawned on me, Greg Ellis wasn't here to appreciate and enjoy this. He's been through so many bad times here with this football team over the last 6-7 years, and he should be a guy that's involved in this.
That's true. That's true. He's involved, though. I mean, that's 4 straight wins, 5 out of 6, 3 out of the last 4 at home.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Greg, we're thinking about you if not, right?
Yeah, that's nice of you, babe.
That was nice of Babe. Hey, Greg Ellis does rejoin us now, and that was after the Giants win, and I really did. That was a big win for this team at that time. Yeah. Gave you a leg up in the NFC East, went on the road and beat a pretty good Giants team at that time. You're a part of the team, and yet you're not a part of the team when they win. Did you watch that game, and did you say, boy, that was a game I would have wanted to be a part of?
Yeah, of course. First, I really appreciate those comments you made. Everywhere I went, people were telling me that, Babe really paid you just a tremendous compliment.
So people were watching?
People watched, and they really told me, and I really appreciate it. But, yeah, of course I want to be a part of it. But, Babe, I'm one of those guys that, I'm just glad when the team wins, but it hurts me more, and I want to be a part of it when they lose because I feel like, maybe I can go out there and lend a hand and help us win the football game. But when they win, I rejoice, even though I wasn't out there playing with them. I'm just extremely happy for the team. But when we lose, it's just, I'm really disappointed because I feel like, seriously, it's something that I could have went out there and done to help the team win.
And Bill Parcells kept making mention this was the healthiest team all year, the Cowboys, that, hey, we're missing Greg Ellis. What was ironic there was he benched you from your starting job in 05, and the defense kind of took a little slide at that point.
Yeah.
You got it back towards the end of the year, played a few more snaps.
Yeah.
But now you go out and playing this year, and they lose Greg Ellis. We can't win without Greg Ellis.
Yeah.
So how has that all turned for you and your relationship with Parcells? Because I know at the beginning of training camp, there was you didn't want to be a part of this.
Yeah, exactly. This since Bill has gotten here, my football career has been on uncharted waters, to say the least. Played 2 positions the last 2 years, this year and last year, that I never played before. So it's just been a really uneasy feeling for me. These last 2 years have.
As much as they missed your play and obviously your ability to rush the passer from the other side of DeMarcus Ware, I really felt like they missed your leadership, this football team. And I want you to address that because I felt like, hey, they lost Dan Campbell. That was a leader on the offensive side of the ball. And the LeRoy Glovers, the Dexter Coakleys, the Dat Wins. That's not to say that, these other players aren't good players and good guys, but the leadership seems to be missing top to bottom. Would you agree with that from the player standpoint?
I do. And I would say that, not that I'm the key ingredient to the puzzle, but everybody on the football team has a role. Everybody here in the studio has a role. And if you lose a person from that role, it kind of upsets the whole chemistry of the whole thing. And I think that's what me not being there did. It's just my role was not necessarily to have to lead the team in sacks or even lead the team in tackles or anything like that.
Lead the team.
Yeah. But the intangible things that comes along with a role that everybody has to play, factor into the equation.
Okay, we got about 30 seconds left here, Greg, but I'm Jerry Jones. I bring you into my office. I say, Greg, these last 4 years, we keep going in the tank in December. What's wrong? What do we need to change here? What would you tell him?
Well, I think the last 2 years, I think you put your hand on it. You're losing a component that you're really relying on. You're taking that away from it. That's pretty much it. I can't see anything else. I really can't. I mean, you can't say guys are giving up. You can't say coaches are giving up. So I just think, you just had the bad flip of the coin, if you will.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in tonight on a rather stormy night. And matter of fact, my sister-in-law is a Tar Heel. Okay, so it's the only way we can get her to watch this show is to bring Greg Ellis.
Good. We appreciate it.
All right, Greg, we appreciate you coming in.